I thought that that was a honest answer because you had the support. You were there at Howard. You could have easily. I'm not sure if she's given, but you could have easily gave the guy a call. Could have easily came out, made a statement to your people, the people that supported you. Yeah, you may have lost this, but there's another 4 years. It's not the end of the world. You know, you can show some class, show some grace, shake the man's hand, do something that's going to make it so the young girls, the young students, the young people that are looking up to you can say, look, even in a loss, it may be a day that comes where I don't get the result I want. I'm not going to just go duck and hide. I'm going to, hey, man up, take it on the chin and move on. That's the way it should have been. I want to play it for you one more time, and then we're going to get it. We're going to get into what Trump actually, in my opinion, what won Trump the election.
Presidency.
I am so disappointed and really insulted. I'm a Howard alum, and that she didn't have the decency to walk out and say something to her, to her university, make a comment to the United States. Things were not looking well for her. It wasn't completely over, but short of a miracle, we knew which way this was going. And that she didn't have some grace. I mean, it shows us how classless she actually is, a sore loser. And even though it's painful for her, for the Democrats, I think America might be relieved at recognizing and realizing they don't have to put up with this any longer. And if this is what they were walking into, maybe it's better that it gets, cut at the nip right now.
Well, she's such a poor candidate, Barbara.
All right, I'm done. All right, I said what I have to say. If you just joining me, I'm just reacting to the 2024 election, and I think she summed Harris's campaign up perfectly in that minute, to where, as great as the story is for all of us as African, as Black people, as all of us, myself being raised in a Caribbean household, as great as the idea is, I think we have grown. I think we've shown how much we've grown, how much we've actually learned to think for ourselves and not just let the identity of a person be what qualifies them. We actually are asking questions, and it will happen. We all know at some point there will be a female president. There will be a minority female president. It's going to happen. If there's any progress, if any real positive takeaway, in my opinion, if you're a Democrat, you should be taken away. She made it this far. She was able to do this. However, you have to analyze, and you have to have the class, like this lady so eloquently said, you have to have the class. Admit when you've been beat, shake the man's hand, give the guy a call, speak to your people, and keep moving forward. There's always going to be another 4 years. You're going to have other opportunities to be involved. All right. So as far as Trump is concerned, all right, and I have been attacked. I have been called all sorts of names. And this was even before Trump got in the picture. Just me having the name as one, Crookshank. Me, I've gone to so many different types of schools. There's been times where I've been to start out at a public school that was predominantly Black and Latino. Then I went to a Catholic high school that was predominantly Caucasian. There were times I was the only Black kid in a classroom. Then I went to a small liberal arts college in Tennessee. Then I came and moved back home to Silver Spring, Maryland. I was working in Bethesda, and I was at a community college. And then I went to Stony Brook, which is a huge university. Then I went to online school. And this was before I even started in the working world. So I've been in a lot of different environments. I have been in all white environments, all Latino. I'm in South Florida now, in all Latino environments, been all Black environments, all types of races. I've been around it. I've heard it. So I like to I look at myself as fairly qualified, have some credibility to talk about why it is Trump won in such a landslide. Is because his comeback story is amazing. And if you're a Harris supporter, you have got to admit that. The fact that the man this is 2016. So we're talking about what, 8 years now? Yeah, 8 years straight. 2016. Yeah, we're at 8 years straight from when he won in 2016 to have, at this point, I mean, just get blasted by people in the media, lose the election 4 years ago, to come back. You got to give credit where credit is due for him to even want to keep doing this. Think about, just put yourself, have some empathy for a second, and then I'll close you guys out soon, but have a little empathy. And this is important for everyone to listen to, because you're not doing anybody any favors. First of all, if you're a Trump supporter and you're the person that is waking up this morning and you're kind of rubbing it in and you're twisting the knife and you're being an asshole about it, shame on you. And if you're a Harris or a Democrat supporter and you can't listen and can't give credit to what this man has accomplished, shame on you. Okay, it's all mindset. This is why the title of this live is "You Can Win" based on how you react to it. Let's say it again, nice and slow, so you hear me. If you are a Trump supporter this morning, okay, if you're a Trump supporter this morning and you're waking up and you're twisting the knife and twisting the knife and twisting it, shoving it into people's ass, shoving it up the Democrats' ass, shame on you. You're wrong for doing that. And if you're a Democrat, if you're a person that was hoping Harris won, and you can't at least admit, hey, what Trump did was something that is very inspiring, the comeback story, the whole thing. If you can't just give the man some credit there, shame on you. If you can't do one of those two things and just recognize what it is, that's just you being stubborn and stupid, and nothing actually, you're not going to see any progress in the next 4 years, because that's all your mindset. All right. What he accomplished is actually what you can do in America. It's why we live in the greatest country in the world. It's why this is the land of the free. All right. For a person that, I think one of the reporters actually said he's going to be sentenced. The sentencing, the man just got voted president, and his sentencing is at the end of the month he's convicted. He's a convicted felon, and his sentencing is at the end of the month, and he just got voted president. If you don't believe, it's almost like, I'll take you back to 08. All right. So when 08 is really when I kind of really got into the whole political game, because Obama was running. I was living in Maryland, and I just started in the working world. I graduated high school, and I had accepted that I wasn't going to be good enough to be in the NFL, play in the NFL and all that. And I really saw, I saw a brother on TV, just doing it with Obama and all.